Hey guys, welcome back to Colson's Critters. I'm Colson Smith, and in today's video, we are going to be touring an $8,000 gecko collection, starting with geckos that cost from around $500 all the way to the last gecko that cost over $2,000, almost $2,500 actually. Now this video is absolutely insane, so make sure you guys stick to the end so you guys can see the final gecko that's $2,500. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. Actually, before we get into the video, we have a quick segment with a sponsor, so let's get into that real quick. We're gonna be taking out the Ebike today. We got this e-bike sent to us actually by Hosco, so huge shout out to them. If you guys want to check the bikes out, definitely go to the link down in the description. Just as I was talking, Logan knocked on the door, so we're gonna be joined by Logan today. Here's my new bike. I don't think you've seen this yet. So this is an electric e-bike that I got. It goes 30 miles an hour. It's really fun, so we're gonna ride it around in the video for a little bit. And then I actually just picked up this new helmet that has some GoPro straps on it, so we'll get some cool GoPro shots of us riding around on it too. So I actually got this thing to go up to 30 miles an hour, or Griffin got it. 31. Look how fast that's going. That is crazy. So last time I showed you guys this, it only went to like, I think 20 miles an hour, unfortunately. But my brother figured out how to get it to go even faster. You gotta hold a couple buttons down. Honestly, I don't even know how to do it. If you guys want a tutorial, follow my Snapchat and I'll show you guys how to do it on my Snapchat if enough people comment. But yeah, so let's go take this to the pond and see if we can catch any turtles. Dude, it's so fast. We're gonna see if we can find any turtles over at the little pond. Usually there's 3-striped mud turtles in here, so if we could find a baby one, that'd be ideal. Like that big? If we can find big ones, we'll still catch them fun. But the smaller the better, because I got a little baby pink left. I got a little baby pink belly side neck turtle right now that he needs a buddy. I don't even have to pedal. I love this thing. I actually, like, when they sent it to me, I was like, I don't know how I felt about it, but using it, I actually use it a lot more than I thought I would. Lake's over here on the right hand side, and you can actually off-road with this thing too, which is pretty cool. So it goes fast in the grass too. So I literally just cruise around this lake, look for turtles. We are gonna drop the bike off over on this corner right here, so no one steals it. I'm not gonna ride it just because that'd be boring. Logan can't keep up. So we'll drop it right here. We'll turn it off, save battery, and we'll get the camera out and we'll go look for turtles. My butt hurts. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna walk the coastline of this lake or pond, whatever you wanna call it, and we're gonna look for 3-striped mud turtles. So it's gonna look like a little turtle that has literally 3 white stripes going along its back. If I am able to catch one, I will show you exactly what I'm talking about. And they'll just kind of chill up in the bank here, and they are known to kind of just dig around in the mud and look for little critters for them to eat. So we'll see if we can catch anything. Now obviously we'll look for other turtles as well, or anything we can really find, and we'll show you guys. I did a video here about 2 years ago. It actually was one of my first videos to kind of blow up, and I caught a bunch of turtles here. Oh wow. All right, this is a yeah, I think so. Yeah, this is a 3-striped mud turtle. He's just a little baby. Yo, this has got to be our thumbnail. I gotta have like a stack of turtles. Stack of turtles. Wait. Back over in that corner back there is usually where I'd find them. So let's see if I can find any. I've actually collected like duckweed and stuff from here before. Believe it or not, I've found otters in here before. There was 2 otters once, which was really weird, because like this is the middle of nowhere. Why would there be otters in here? But they were here. It was cold outside and they came over for like a month. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there are a ton, and I mean a ton of minnows down in here. So this is like the little runoff ditch that goes back in here. This is where I used to find them all the time. This water used to be crystal clear though. Now it's like so mucky you can't see through it. But there was a ton of minnows in here. It's ridiculous. Got nothing over here. Although that's not a good sign. That's a big turtle, or it was. That was a big turtle. Fortunately, he is no longer with us. Unfortunately, we did not catch anything except for sweat going down our backs. Okay, so while Justin's been gone, I've been taking care of his insane gecko collection, but he's finally back. So we're gonna give a tour. He's gonna teach us about his geckos and see how much he actually has in geckos. It is a lot of money.
What's going on, guys? Justin from Singularity Geckos here, and thank you to Colson for watching these animals.
Of course.
Yeah, we're gonna tour almost $8,000 worth of geckos.
That's actually insane.
Crazy, right? Yeah. Trust me, when I was like, Dad, I'm 20 years old, gonna drop almost 10 bands on geckos, he was not too thrilled, but here we are. These are for my breeding project. Growing them out, you know, they're gonna be pretty cool. Typically, they're not in these tubs. These are what I use to grow them up. They do stay in larger enclosures. I know there's a lot of people who are like, you're keeping them in tubs.
I hate that.
Right, exactly.
They're cramped in here.
No, but yeah, no, this is just their travel containers. Just because I couldn't bring 1 billion glass enclosures to Colson's house, his parents would not like that. He would not like that.
Not.
What do we start with first? Do we leave the most expensive one for last?
I feel like we have to leave the most expensive one for last. I mean, I'm kind of looking at these little babies over here.
Yeah? All right, let's take a look.
Small tubs.
So, I guess we'll just do a counter
start with those.
Of how
you have
much...
names for all these guys?
I don't. I do know they're morphs, but I don't have their names.
Okay,
so,
gotcha.
If you do... Actually, no, the high-end one does have a name. My girlfriend did give her a name, excuse me. But if you guys want to name some of them, just drop them in the comments.
Yeah, all right. So we're gonna start with these two little guys.
So I guess I'll just give off like a list of how much they are roughly. Of course, this one wants to hide. Typical. This is
that's insane.
One of my favorite. It took me a bit to get them.
That's beautiful.
But in person, right? Like this animal is properly, properly high coverage. Ooh, high coverage lily white.
Jumpy.
But yeah, no, this is like a beautiful animal right here. It's honestly one of the lightest lily whites I've seen, and to be fair, like it looks a little pink yellowish here, but like in person, this thing is crazy.
Hello.
I think this one would easily go for maybe 700 to 800 just because of how high coverage it is. Oh, and now it's on your toe. It likes Colson.
Well, I guess I'll just keep it.
All right, there you go.
Yeah, when they're babies, I noticed that with mine. When mine was a baby, I just had to hold him a lot till he got like really comfortable with people. But
this one, I don't really handle her primarily because of how little she is. But when she goes into a larger enclosure, like these bins, when she's sub-adult, juvenile, then I'll handle her a bit more. And then obviously when she's bigger, then she'll be a lot easier to handle. Yeah, no, that will be on the breeding line for Frappuccinos in the future in another year and a half. When I first got the Gecko, I had it at work in a box. And that's how they come in the mail. They get shipped in boxes, priority overnight. And I took it home and I was like, all right, I'm gonna put it inside of its little enclosure, get it ready for life. And then it decided it was going to break out of its little container and run around my closet for hours. So I potentially almost lost this one as soon as I got it. Like
How'd you find it?
Oh,
it was just like behind a wall.
I went to go take a shower and I was like, I'm gonna find this Gecko eventually because my apartment's relatively small, right? I was like, I'll find it eventually.
Too, so
I do have a cat, right? My Maine Coon was like, this will be a really fun snack. No, I was about to take a shower and I was like, there's something white in the corner of my eye, and funny enough, that lizard was right there 2 hours later.
In the shower?
No, it was next to the shower. Next to the shower.
But just showering with a Gecko.
Dude, could you imagine?
In here?
What are you doing in here, literally?
So this next one.
So this next one's a bit special. It's a project that I'm working on and slowly accumulating different things from. For any of you guys who know AJD Reptiles, he's one of the biggest crested gecko breeders in the hobby. This one is really special. It's a het exanthic lily white.
I don't even know what that means.
So exanthic is essentially a gene where it mutes colors like oranges, yellows, reds, things like that, and you get a stark white and jet black gecko. This one's really special.
Hiding as well.
Oh
my gosh.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I don't know if the camera picks up the colors that well. If anything, Colson,
it does pretty well.
You're gonna have to make it brighter.
That's crazy.
But yeah, this one is also fairly jumpy. I won't take this one out primarily because it's
too jumpy.
Yeah.
So that's 2 down, and how much we at right now total wise?
I think all in all would be between $1,400 and $1,600 in those 2 bins alone.
That is insane. That is actually insane.
It's ridiculous, right?
Imagine spending that much on a gecko. I mean, it's really pretty, but we haven't even hit the surface of the most expensive one.
Definitely not. No, we definitely have not touched the most expensive one in the collection. So there's a couple of other ones that I'm going for in my breeding project. There's 3 main things that I'm trying to get. Tricolors, which are typically white, black, and gold. They're super nice, and sometimes they could be really expensive, and you'll see these like really nice animals here. The other one is Frappuccinos. You get a lily white and a cappuccino. You get a Frappuccino, super high contrast gecko. You get whites, browns, and all different types of dark contrast. And then exanthic lily whites. That one's a bit of a passion project. That one's gonna take a bit of time to get because they're so expensive. But here's another $1,000 gecko. This thing is absolutely stunning. Hopefully he is fired up. But
so this is one of the males you have.
This is one of the males, yeah. So he's in his
Where
little
are
dome.
you?
You'll see why he's
Yeah.
pretty expensive.
Oh my gosh, I can see him already.
It's like a gold kind of burnt coloration. And then when he's really colored up, he's jet black on his
That is
sides
insane.
and paper white along his dorsal. The orange that he gets is not really orange. It's actually super gold in person. I've actually been
chill.
meaning to call this thing like Goldmeister or something because of how much gold he has.
He is really golden.
But yeah, super, super cool gecko. And honestly,
Whoa.
as he gets better, he's getting even nicer coloration. If he was fired up, he'd be really, really nice. And you'd see why he'd be $1,000 gecko.
So this isn't even fired up, which when he says fired up, that basically just means the color on it is super popped out. So like right now he's kind of in a more dull stage.
Yeah, so they do these things kind of like chameleons. They have the ability to adjust the chromatophores in their actual skin to be either darker or lighter depending on, you know, how stressed out they are, if they're sleeping. Crested geckos are nocturnal animals. They tend to be more active at night, so they'll be more fired up in dark, humid environments. Unfortunately, the sun's out, but you know, here we are.
Yeah, that's true.
But
yeah, they are nocturnal, so.
Another $1,000 in the books. What does that put us at?
We're at
24,600.
2,600.
Yeah. All right, so almost $3,000 in geckos.
Oh my
right?
gosh, that's insane. And we still have 5 more to go.
Yeah.
So
crazy.
And one of them's worth more than like this whole stack. So.
Roundabout. So this one's another $1,000 male.
$1,000. He just says that so casually. This one's just like $1,000 male, you know?
Right.
Another one.
This one, if it's fired up, which I hope it is, it's an insane gecko. It might be a little bit more than $1,000, but yeah, this thing is crazy. It has really good snowflaking.
Is he fired up?
He is like
He's
in
running
between.
away. He's like,
But
I'm out of here. Why
The
would I
dorsal
be in
is what
video?
really stands out on this animal.
Whoa.
Like, yeah, it's a super
That's
nice
wild.
white. Yeah, super nice white. It has really good coloration. And yeah, I really like. Yeah, he's having the time of his life.
So
I'm just gonna leave him.
How many males do you have? How many females?
Let's see. I have.
I guess 2 are
4.
unsexed because they're too small.
Right, exactly. 3 known males, 2 females, or 3 known females, and then the rest are unsexed.
Gotcha. Okay.
But he's chilling out in there. He's pretty cool. I'll just leave him be. I know he's not too thrilled about being played with, especially during the daytime.
Dude, look at him.
But yeah, no,
Look at
he's
the color on him though.
super, super beautiful
That's
animal,
insane.
especially with the white around.
Yeah, he's not very
his-
happy though.
Yeah, nah.
He's like,
We're just gonna-
don't touch
gonna
me.
leave
Don't
him.
even touch
We're gonna
me.
leave him.
So with crested geckos, actually, when they drop their tail, they're not like normal like lizards. When they drop their tail, they don't grow it back. So it really would suck if we spooked one of these geckos and it were to drop its tail, which I was really scared of doing when I was taking care of these guys, because it's $8,000 worth of geckos. What happens if I dropped one of the tails? That would have sucked. So I was really nervous, but luckily none of these guys dropped their tails. They're all good.
Right. But if you guys want to see one that doesn't have a tail, one of my females, this is a flagship female. This is the first female that I had. This one is a lily white. She is working on producing some eggs.
That tub down there.
Yeah, so that's actually a lay bin for her. If not, that would not be a good ending. They get egg bound, and unfortunately, because of how small they are, they tend to not recover too well. She is one of a kind in terms of lily white. Yeah, she's super chill. I really love how white she is.
Super white.
Exactly.
Like insanely white.
That'll help me produce some really nice frappuccinos.
She doesn't look fired up either.
No, she's not.
that's
Typically,
crazy.
she'll be a bit darker on the edges,
Yeah.
but the white normally stays.
Can I hold her?
Yeah.
You want to trade? Oh yeah, she's pretty. So chill. That is a cool gecko. Very cool gecko. That was hilarious. She's like, can you put me down now, actually?
Yeah, she's
go
got
back in.
eggs, so she's probably like,
She's
yeah,
fat.
leave me alone.
Yeah, she's chunky.
It took me from the time of buying her. Funny enough, she actually
likes
came
you.
from Geo from
really?
Honest Lizards.
Giovanni.
Yeah. So 3 of the geckos in here are from his collection and from what he's bred. But yeah, he
Shout out
supplied
to
me
Geo. Shout out to
Geo.
Geo, if he's
You know,
watching.
he helped me get my first set of breeding crested geckos. So yeah, she will be
beautiful.
producing frappuccinos within the upcoming year or 2. But yeah, we're just gonna.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, we're just... All right, I'm just gonna leave you there, girl.
All right, you chill there, and
Yeah.
we'll move on.
We're just gonna go.
So moving down the list, our
So
next
I'd say
gecko, what
for
do we
her,
got?
she'd be about like $500. I
Okay,
think
not
all
too
in
bad.
all. Yeah, not too crazy. I got a really good deal on her.
I'll have the total on the screen here of what we're at right now.
Right, yeah. All right, let's see. What's next?
We have to save the best for last.
That's right.
Obviously.
That's right. All right, let's do the other female next.
Okay. I know there's a mean one in here somewhere.
Yes, so the male, the cappuccino.
We'll talk about it when we get there.
Yeah, he's a special case. But
special case.
let's see if I can.
What do we have in here?
Let's see if I can get her out. She tends to be pretty fickle. She is not fired up at the moment. However, typically
she's still really pretty.
Yeah, when she's fired up, she's as gold as the previous tricolors, but she has really nice snowflaking on the side. So those little dots that you see of like yellowish coloration, those are typically stark white, like as white as that. Oh,
whoa!
Okay. As white as that
She's
paper
like,
towel. I'm out of here. She's
Gecko.
funny enough been prematurely laying eggs.
Really?
So I have to cool her down in a separate room so that she stops, because if not, she'll unfortunately lay herself to death. She's too young to breed. But sometimes what happens is when female geckos around a year to a year and a half get heated up enough and they get to a specific size, they'll start to lay eggs, and that's not good for them because they haven't fully developed yet.
Wow, I didn't know any of this.
But they're unfertile.
What causes them to do that?
There's a bunch of different things: change in environment, stress, because they want to make sure that they at the end of the day, they're just trying to reproduce. And yeah, I'm just gonna leave her in there. But yeah, no, she has to have her own special situation. But yeah, typically she's more gold, black, and stark white. It's crazy how white she gets. Let's move on to the mean one, shall we? I'd say
let's get the meanie out.
Growing her up, it'd probably be another 600 to 800.
Moving on to the meanie.
His enclosure is a little bit of a mess. It typically is, because he likes to rummage about and knock his food bowl over, and I'm sure Colson has had experience with this, feeding him over the last few days. I don't typically like to handle him, mainly because the last time I did, I was breeding him in the lily white, and he drew blood, and I was like, ever since then, not touching you. But
he made you bleed?
Oh yeah, no, it was like full on blood.
Evil gecko.
This one's also from Geo, but
dang, Geo. You got evil geckos.
Geo said that he was a savage breeder, and he was not joking. But
you don't have to hold him.
Here's my cappuccino.
He's also missing a tail.
He's also missing a tail. But yeah, this is one of Geo's first breeders. I remember him telling me, and yeah, honestly, maybe another $400-500 with the current state of cappuccinos. So
you are a little feisty one. So you're not gonna hold him just because I don't want you getting bit. Yeah,
definitely not gonna hold him. I don't even know where we're at the counter.
I don't either.
Maybe
but we're up there.
6-ish thousand, 500, somewhere close to that.
Somewhere around that.
Somewhere around there, yeah. But this last gecko, assuming that it is fired up, you guys will understand why it's as expensive as it is. This was my first gecko, and you guys will probably think I'm ridiculous for spending X amount of dollars on this gecko.
You did this on your first one?
Yeah, this is my most expensive one, the first one. I was talking to Geo back and forth for 3 or 4 months. I remember I texted Colson, I was like, Colson, I want a crested gecko. Colson was like, text Geo. So I text Geo. 3 months of going back and forth, he's like, well, if you're getting one, well, do you want to breed it? I was like, no, I don't want to breed it. This was in January, by the way. He was like, okay, well, just get anyone. I was like, no, but knowing me, one, I like expensive things, unfortunately. I'm broke all the time.
Considering your cat is very expensive as well.
And two,
my guys are maybe eating ice soup for breakfast.
Dude, I'm telling you, ice soup 24/7, honestly. Yeah, I was like, might as well just get a nice one just in case I do want to breed it. And here we are, 7-8 months later, breeding crested geckos. But this is my sable lily white that's over $2,000. It's a ridiculous gecko.
So this gecko in here costs $2,000?
Yeah, if I was to sell it, and I've gone also from other breeders, they would be like, yeah, you can't sell that thing for less than $2,000 to $2,500.
That's insane. So before we reveal the $2,000 gecko, I do want to say that we're actually going to be able to breed our 2 females, maybe 1, maybe 2, I'm not sure, with one of his male geckos as well. So which male is it going to be bred with?
So it's going to be the cappuccino.
Is that the mean one?
That's the mean one.
Oh boy, our girl's got some...
But he has really strong genetics. And I mean, the children that he's produced over the last few years have been insane. Gio showed me pictures, and they're crazy. So cool. Hopefully you get some really nice geckos.
Some really cool ones. But you guys will be able to see this whole process coming up soon in a future video. Now let's reveal our $2,000 gecko. That's insane.
Hopefully she's fired up. This one is confirmed a she.
And she's gone.
And she's gone. Colson. Oh, and she's fired up. Perfect. Okay.
Uh-oh. You can't even see her yet, so wait for
All
her to
right.
get him out.
So she's typically more tame. But
Whoa.
this is a sable lily white. It's a jet white gecko.
Insane.
And she's slowly coloring up, but there's burnt coloration right here, that orangish
Whoa.
color, and then that darkish color is normally black.
I want that.
Yeah, I mean, if you got $2,000 laying around, might as well.
Or I'll give you $1.50 and a handshake. Deal?
Here, do you want to grab her?
That is insane. Oh yeah. What is she doing?
I have no idea. I'm doing weird acrobatics right now.
There she is. That is an insane gecko. So what do you guys think? Would you pay $2,000 for this gecko? Let me know down below.
Yeah. My girlfriend did opt to name her Lego. Not sure
That's
why
actually
Lego.
I kind of like it.
But
I
Lego.
kind of mess with it.
I guess she's like the building block of the entire breeding project.
We got Lego, and then none of the other geckos have names.
That's right.
So if you guys want to leave some names down below, I'll let Justin know. I'm sure he'll watch the video. And maybe we can name some of his geckos. As well as he does have an Instagram page that he just started up. So if you guys want to see the process of him breeding and maybe even get some babies one day, be sure to follow his Instagram. I'll leave that link down below
Nice,
as well.
thank you. But yeah, there she is.
That is insane gecko.
There's just $2,000 crawling up my arm right now. This is crazy.
That's insane. This gecko is probably the prettiest gecko I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Gio said it's one of the nicest he's produced. That's for sure.
Yeah. So if you were to breed her, what would the babies look like? Like, I'm really curious.
So it depends on what you breed it to. And honestly, I'm gonna have a tough time deciding what I want to breed her to. It'll either be a sable or a tricolor, and we're gonna get some crazy stuff. But if I was to breed it to a sable, I have the potential to make alien babies that sell for $4 to $5,000. They're super sables.
Wait, what is this? I'm looking this up.
Super sables, which look ridiculous. Those are the ones that Gio's produced.
So that's the alien gecko.
Yeah, they're
to me, that's not as cool as your gecko.
Right, but they're super sable lily whites, which is incredibly rare to get, especially when you pair them. So yeah,
So you have like a chance to get this.
Exactly. Yeah, definitely about $3 to $5K.
That one's cool.
That's actually the dad of the one
yours?
that yeah.
Oh no way, that was funny.
Yeah, that's
really
actually
cool.
the dad.
That's awesome. Super black.
Oh, and look, that's when she was a baby.
Oh, that's your gecko. That's cool. That's hilarious.
It's ridiculous. She had a sibling on here
She's
that had
beautiful.
this super cool like
She looks way cooler now.
band, but yeah, no, super cool gecko.
That's insane.
Literally broke all the time. I soup every day, literally.
Okay, so that's gonna do it. We just toured Justin's $8,000 roughly gecko collection, which was absolutely insane. It was a pleasure being able to take care of these guys. A little scary because they didn't want any of their tails dropping or anything bad happen. Someday in the future, we will be breeding our geckos, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Comment down below what we should name some of these geckos as well. Till next time, peace.
What's up?
You got 2 bands on your shoulder.
Right?
Put it on your wrist. I got 2 bands on my wrist.
There you go, there you go. There you go, right there. Go.
That $2,000
2 bands on the wrist.
watch.
There you go.